My name is Joey Berriatua.
I'm Aaron Templeton.
Run for Tinman Elite.
What events are you two doing this weekend?
Both racing the 5K. Yeah.
You're gonna race it all out. The reason why I say that is because usually sometimes professional guys, I know of several, they're gonna run as rabbits and then you run another event all out. It's just you guys going
all out. Yeah.
All out.
I'll be pacing
everything we got.
Yeah. I'll pace the 3K the next day, but this will be all out tonight, or tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
He's not going to dog it just so he can pace the 3K.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's most
I don't know.
important.
It's gonna be funny to watch him pace that 3K after he goes all out in his 5.
To be totally honest with you, sometimes that's cool to watch. I see some of these guys going out really fast. I'm like, I wonder if he's going to really stay at that pace.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some goals for you guys. What goals do you have individually for yourselves?
I think for both of us, we're coming off of the U.S. Cross Country Championship, so this is our first indoor race of the season and really our only indoor race before running the 10K outdoors. So this is really like a rip off the Band-Aid, just get used to running like in a hamster wheel around a track and just get the legs spinning. So I know for my race, they're going for 13:15 pace, and yeah, that's a little bit of unfamiliar territory for me, but I know I'm in good enough shape to do something around that. Around that time, so I'm just going to hop in there and see what I can do, and just no expectations.
Yeah, for me, I opted for the second heat just because I've been hurt for a couple years, so I'm just trying to get some experience under my belt. I think 13:15 seemed a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but me and Joey traveled really well together for cross champs, so in my mind it was a no-brainer just to kind of come out here with him, hop in a race, try to get some experience. I guess, like Joey said, tear the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
You guys get a good feel for the track during the warm-up?
Yeah, it's tough. It's been, I think for me, since college, since I've competed on an indoor track, so it's been about 3 years. Getting used to the bank again is going to be weird. I think I'm very, I guess, not used to being like on it every step, and I think that's kind of part of indoor track, is a lot of hectic hustle and bustle on the track. So yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of an adventure mentally tomorrow, but that's all right.
How's the season been progressing so far with your guys kind of splitting up, going different places, racing, all that? Have you guys been connecting a lot for training, or not as much as usual?
We've been doing a lot of training together, which has been really good. Drew and Austin have definitely been more mile emphasis, so and it's paying off great. Obviously, they had great races 2 weekends ago in New York and in Boston. So, but for the most part, all the distance guys and like our road group have been training a lot together, which has been really good. We finally just hopped on the track the past couple of weeks to do a little bit of quicker 5K rhythm stuff. So yeah, everybody's been doing awesome. We had a great weekend 2 weekends ago, and we're just kind of hoping to keep that momentum rolling. We have guys at Melrose this weekend. We have Tori at BU, so we're really excited just to, we're basically the first race, so we're going to set the tone for the guys at Melrose to, the day after.
Yeah, definitely. I think Coach Hunter really kind of emphasizes that strength is speed, and so I think for most of us, we're doing a lot of similar work regardless, so we match up with everybody else on the team for at least part of like every workout. So it is nice to kind of dip into both worlds, where you're getting some strength stuff, and then you're hopping into your specific work after that. So yeah, Joan really kind of has us crossing paths a lot with all of our teammates.
How was that kind of transition?
It's been excellent. Yeah, she's a super great coach. People have the nice little moniker TinMom, and she is like really like a second mother, especially for just speaking on my own personal experience. I really like to have like close like friendships with my coaches. My high school, my college coach were some of my best friends growing up, and I still keep in touch with them today. So Joan has been like a great like professional coach figure for that for me, where I can basically go to her for anything, which is really nice. And I can call her out on things if I feel the need to, and she's like one to calm me down. She's definitely not afraid to call me out on things. And we just have like a great like coach-athlete relationship where I can really trust her, and at the same time, like I can take really good control of my own training and knowing what works best for me. Where if I, for example, this fall is like, Coach, I've been running 90 miles a week. I think I can jump it up to 105. This fall going to the cross-country season. She said, great, I agree, let's try it out. And if it doesn't work, we can always, hold it back a little bit. So she's been really a great collaborator to work alongside with.
Yeah, I think Joan has really reset team culture a lot for us in a positive way. Like Joey said, I think we're a lot closer. It's just the athlete-coach relationship's a lot closer. And yeah, she's always really just hungry for bettering us, which is great because that means that she's bettering herself all the time. She's really hungry to learn, which is super awesome to see. She's always trying to figure out and pick other coaches' brains and make sure that she takes everything into account, which is just great to see. In the past we've had not so much that, so it's nice to see somebody who really is advocating for us and is really focused on us.
As a team with like a lot of camaraderie, splitting up to do meets like this, how do you guys kind of reconnect or keep up? If you're competing at the same time, just different location.
Yeah, I think we obviously, the classic group meet, that kind of stuff. But we do a lot of hanging out at our main team house we all live under. Yeah. So, it's nice just to kind of chat with roommates and see each other at practice and everything. And I think, like Joey said, I think setting the tone on weekends like this is really important. And there really is sort of a sense of team camaraderie where it's like when the first domino falls, then everyone else who's running that weekend sort of tends to think, okay, sweet, we've all basically been doing the same training, like I'm going to feel good too. So yeah, I think it's just synergy there.
Yeah, I think a lot of the work in terms of like that team camaraderie going into races is built like the week prior. So for us, this whole week has just been like a really good buzz being at practice and workouts and stuff, knowing that we're going into this big weekend. It's just so tough to like really focus on other things outside of your own race on a race weekend. So I think communication can be a little bit low before a race, other than like the general good luck text or maybe a phone call. But for the most part, like I really, personally, I really felt the energy this week going into the race. We're talking to each other, we're really hyping each other up that we're going to have a great weekend. So I prefer that human to human connection rather than like a good luck text before. It's like, that does nothing for me. I'm racing in 20 minutes. Like, shut up. Like, leave me alone, So.
I have one final question.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier around 13:15, which is super fast. Typically, you don't get that kind of time unless it's in a championship scenario. We're talking early February. With all of these fast times, how do you guys feel? Is it the training? Is it the coaching? Is it the everyone now is talking about these super shoes or super spikes that people's wearing? What do you guys think it is?
I think it's a little bit of everything, to be honest. Obviously all those factors, like people are just running fast for a bunch of reasons. I think obviously the training's been magnified a lot, especially with super shoes and training, so we're just able to do more without hurting ourselves or being able to recover faster. I also think there's just like a general belief that if somebody else can do it, you can do it. So and I think that really did start back in 2019, I think, was when they made those world championship standards really difficult. People rose to the occasion with that. And once you see, like if I were to see, a guy that I've raced before and been close with run a big PR, I know that I could also do that. So I think just like we're continually raising the standard for each other. And now that's just getting under 13 with Klecker and Woody breaking 13 the other day at BU. Now guys are thinking like, oh, 13:10's out the window. Like I can maybe run 13 lows. So, this race is a little toned down compared to that. But the fact that I'm racing against a bunch of college kids that are trying to run 13:15 is pretty insane. So I know that if they can run it, I can run it. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my nose in it.
Yeah, I couldn't said it any better myself. I mean, it's just once you set a standard, there's kind of no choice but to hit it. And I think, like Joey said, there's a lot of different factors that sort of go into it. And I think that, the general sense of training and what is normal in training now and what you can recover from and what you can't is just changed. And that, that reflects to the entire sport. Every event has gotten faster. And, I think we've seen a huge shift in the sport in the last 3 years. And I think it's, maybe we're going to hit some sort of a wall at some point soon. And, things are going to kind of level off where we kind of find our new barriers. But, for right now, sky's the limit.
Thanks, fellas. Very well.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.